Hey Mixers, welcome back to another WNBA player props video. I was trying to get this out last night and I had these picks for you last night, these two that I'm going to give you, but I was waiting for more players to come out and more lines to come out. And then this morning when they did come out, or they've been out, I don't know what time they all showed up, I didn't like any of them. So anyway, I'll give you these two though. They're both best bets, so you can get in the mix for the cash giveaway today. But let's jump into the recap first. Okay, so starting with a couple days ago, I can't remember if we recapped this or not already, so I'm going to do it. So Allisha Gray over 24.5 PRA. She only had 22. She did take a lot of shots, almost got us there at the end, but she had a really bad first half, so she was not sinking her shots at all. And then the lean Alissa Smith over 7.5 points. She only had 2, so that was just a bad read. And then the alt lines here, Beyond Jones over 7.5 points. We could have taken her normal points line. We could have taken, a higher points line for her. She plays better at home. And so we just took a chance on that. It actually didn't work out for us the last time we did that. So you never know. Things go one way or the other. And then yesterday we had Nafisa Collier over 7.5 rebounds. She did have 9. She did not get there on the points. So I'm sorry for any of you that took the points. I know that was a very popular play the other day. But she did cast her points rebounds promo that was on Better that I told you to take on in the comments, but also I think on X. I posted all the promos that I was taking yesterday. I didn't have time to go through each one of them individually because there were so many for college football and things like that. And then Satu Sabali over 7.5 first half points. She had 0, so that was horrible. She did try to rally at the in the third quarter, but she still ended the game with not a very good score. Clea Copper was the play again. So I think it's just going to be up and down between Satu and Clea Copper, and it's going to be hard to pick which one of them is going to have the good day. They're both very similar players. They have similar shooting ranges, all of that sort of stuff. So it's just whichever one of them has a good game. And then Arlene Angel Reese double hit easily. I think she had 15 and 15 at the end. And then alt lines, Sonia Citron over 11.5 points. She cashed that at halftime with 15, and then she only scored 3 more the rest of the game. But it doesn't matter. It cashed. So I had a decent day yesterday, actually, and all of the college football promos did cash as well. So you could have taken every single one of those. I only took 2 of them, and one of the games is tomorrow. So I only had 1 promo that cashed for college football, but better than 0. And then let's jump into today. So today I put the slates on here, the Wings at the Dream. The Wings are 9-9 ATS away, and the Dream are 10-8 ATS at home. My leans are all on the Dream side of things, so I would take the Dream money line. Well, I wouldn't take the Dream money line because it's not worth the value. So I'm not betting these. I want to make that very clear. I'm not in a state where I can bet these, so I can't bet these. I'm just giving my thoughts on the games. I don't know how the Wings, with their litany of injuries, keep it close against the Dream, who I think are the second best team in the league, and the Wings are the worst potentially, with the Sun rallying kind of and playing a lot better. So I would take the Dream under 11.5, or on the spread 11.5, and then under on the total 164.5. I just think it's a miserable game here. And then the next one is the Fever at the Dream. The Fever are 8-10 against the spread away, and the Sparks are 5-11 against the spread at home. The Sparks are very good at winning games, but they're not good at covering the spread when they are the favorite, which is interesting. Because I could see either team winning this game, I just think the value is there on the Fever money line. Plus 110 is what I saw it at. Because especially in the WNBA, teams that shouldn't win pretty commonly, actually, in the WNBA compared to other sports. And it's a close spread anyway, so the books are admitting that they could win. With a 2-point spread and a plus 110, I'll just take the money line there and not the spread for the juice. I'd rather just take a shot on that extra money. And when you're taking plus 110 odds, you only have to be right every other time. And then I would take the over 177.5, but if I was betting, I would not touch the total because it's just way too high. I mean, could these teams go to 200? Yeah, of course they can, and they probably will, and that's why I'm leaning over. But it's a really high number, and I don't think I could ever bring myself to take anything higher than 172. But I'm sure it'll happen now that I've said that. Anyway, jumping into the props, I like Aaliyah Boston over 3.5 assists. She's over in 67% of away games without Caitlin Clark. She's had 1, 4, and 4 in 3 previous head-to-heads, and everybody has just been getting tons of assists against the Sparks team. So I really like this prop. I also was looking at Kelsey Mitchell's assists, which I was hoping would come out at 3.5. It came out at 4.5. You can get it at 4 for the push on Prize Picks. I'm probably not going to go in for that. If I do bet Kelsey Mitchell assists, it will be over the 4.5 line for plus money. But I probably won't bet it. But I do like the Aaliyah Boston one as well. And then Ryan Howard over 8.5 rebounds and assists. I was trying to look at some first half props for Ryan Howard, and I think you could look at her first half fantasy, which I actually didn't look at, so I don't know the number. But I think that's somewhere you could go, or the first half PRA, because again, I think this could be a blowout, or I think that it could be a lower scoring game where the last half is really miserable. But I also was looking at Allisha Gray over 7.5 rebounds and assists, and I like that as well. But it is you're going to have to pay juice for that, so the payout is just not as good. And that's all I have for you guys. So Aaliyah Boston over 3.5 assists, Ryan Howard over 8.5 rebounds and assists. If you want to get in the running for that cash prize giveaway, you know what to do. Just like the video, subscribe, leave a comment, hashtag in the mix. Any comment actually will work for you today again, because I just have the 2 best bets. And hopefully we get, one of those big, nice slates coming soon. All right, thanks, guys.